Myself Arslan Islam, and I would like to tell you the overall detail of mine according to Sprint 3 objective. So my task was to design a submission component. So I have designed submission components, and how I design it I will tell you. Uh, I have considered these four things: status, date, time, submission ID, and score. I have already designed uh, submission table in which we are storing many informations of a user, like its submission ID, its status, its language ID, its date, time, and its also score. So I will be basically my target was to design a table and show all the information of a user in a tabular form. And what are the information that I have to show? I have to show these following four informations. So uh, let me tell you that how did I design this. First of all, let me talk about submission backend. So first of all, I design controller in which I write function get submission by user ID. Then I write a repository that is interacting with database, and I write a function to add submission and get submission of problem ID. Also, I have also designed a submission model in which uh, there is a model that I have already discussed, that we are storing submission ID, user ID, problem ID, and various information in database. Submission front end includes submission view model, submission TypeScript file, submission HTML file, and I have also write a service function in which I have write a function get submission of user ID. I would like to give you a look on the function of a submission component that I have write. So we are storing these four informations, showing four information: status, score, submission ID, submission date, time, and I have write paginated navigation. So we are showing these four information, and there is also a component file, and here we are showing for these things: status, score, submission ID, submission date, time. And now you can see that basically if your submissions are so many that it cannot be displayed on a single page. So we are displaying these informations in multiple pages, and here you can see it is also done here. I would like to give you it's a demo. It's working, but as it is dependent on the submission, as it is dependent on the problem home page from where I will click on the submission tab. So I will get the submission user ID, submission, so where I will get the problem ID and user ID, and then I will be getting all this information from the tables. So its working will be given to you at the
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। इस स्प्रिंट में मेरा जो काम था वो रिजल्ट कंपोनेंट से रिलेटेड था कि जैसे कोई यूज़र जो है वो प्रॉब्लम को सबमिट करता है तो उसकी सबमिशन के जो रिजल्ट्स हैं वो उसको शो हो जाएंगे एक अलग पेज के ऊपर। तो इसको मैंने दिखाने के लिए एक सैम्पल प्रॉब्लम खोली हुई है यहाँ पर C++ की इनपुट एंड आउटपुट। और ये प्रॉब्लम करती क्या है कि दो नंबर्स को इनपुट करती है और इन दोनों नंबर्स का जो सम है वो इसको डिस्प्ले करवा देगी। तो इसके लिए मैं कोड यहाँ पर इसका प्लेस कर देता हूँ। इसके अंदर दो नंबर्स हमारे पास हैं, इन दो नंबर्स की इनपुट हमारे पास आएगी और एज एन आउटपुट इन दो नंबर्स का सम है हमारे पास। तो आफ्टर दैट यूज़र कोड प्लेस करेगा यहाँ पर जैसे मैंने किया है, और उसके बाद वो कंपाइल के बटन के ऊपर क्लिक करेगा। तो बैकएंड पे डिफरेंट टेस्ट केसेस जो हैं वो वेरीफाई करेंगे इस कोड को कि ये ट्रू था, या जितने भी टेस्ट केसेस पास होंगे या जितने भी फेल होंगे उन सब की हिस्ट्री जो है वो हमारे पास एक अलहदा पेज के ऊपर डिस्प्ले होगी, और प्रोग्रेस बार भी आपको शो करेगी कितना प्रोसेस जो है वो रन हो चुका है। जैसे रिजल्ट्स रेडी हो जाएंगे वो आपको एक अलहदा पेज के ऊपर डिस्प्ले हो जाएंगे लाइक दैट कि कितने सक्सेस टेस्ट केसेस थे इस फाइल के अंदर और कितने फेल्ड थे। तो चूंकि कोड जो था वो मैंने ट्रू पेस्ट किया था, तो दोनों फाइल्स के अंदर सब टेस्ट केसेस जो हैं वो हमारे पास सक्सेस का स्टेटस दे रहे हैं और फेल्ड कोई भी नहीं है। तो इस तरह कोई भी प्रॉब्लम अगर आप सिलेक्ट करेंगे और उसको उसका कोड प्लेस करने के बाद उसके अंदर उसको कंपाइल करेंगे तो उसके जो भी रिजल्ट्स हैं वो एक अलहदा कंपोनेंट के ऊपर आपके पास शो हो जाएंगे।
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mohammad Usman and I'm going to present the work that is completed in Sprint 3. Let's start. First thing that I complete in Sprint 3, I upgrade the Angular version from Angular 5 to Angular 7 and I add some modules like progress bar and toast module. Toast module is used for showing the messages. So let's start with the sign up page. I make functional sign up page. This is the sign up page. All entries are required to fill. Let's say I am giving tomuslim@gmail.com and password 123. And I didn't give this information and I didn't give name. If I click on sign up button, then it is showing the messages invalid date of birth. Please insert correct date or birth of date. Here are other messages: invalid name, invalid date of birth. You need to give all the entries. I am giving your name, Usman, login ID, Usman. I am giving date. You can select date. You can select year from here. I am giving the new date of birth. If I click on sign up button, request goes to API and it is showing the messages error occurred. Email already exists. tomuslim@gmail.com. This email already registered. You need to give another email. If you want to use this email, you need to just sign in. So let me give another email. I am giving salim@gmail.com password 123. I give all the fields. If I click on sign up button, then it is giving a message successfully signed up. Please do login now. Here is field. I am giving the email that I use for the registration. Slim@gmail.com password. If I click on login button, it shows this message start. You are logged successfully. This is the home page for the users. Here all the categories are displayed. The problem categories are displayed here. If you click on any category, the problem of that categories will be displayed in the next page. Here is problem solving. Here is data structure. If you want to solve data structure problem, you should click here and data structure problem will be displayed. Here is algo programming, fundamental, advanced programming. Here is difficulty type of the problems. If you want to solve easy problems, you should click here. If you want to solve medium, if you want to solve hard, if you want to extraordinary problem, you should click one of these. So let me click on any of these categories. If I click on data structure problem, here you can say that problem type data structure. Diagonal difference problem name and problem type is data structure. Only data structure problem on display. That problem could be medium, that problem could be easy, that could be hard problem. So let's go back. Here are different categories. If you click any of categories, the problems of that categories will be displayed. Here I also given button all problems. If I click on this button, all the programs that are stored in the database are displayed here. These are the problems that are stored in database. Those are problems that are displayed. Input, output, basic data types. and so on. Every problem has a button, solve challenge. Every problem has a button, solve challenge. If you click on that button, then that problem page will be displayed where all the detail of problem will be displayed and a data will be displayed where you can code. Let me click any of problem button solve challenge. I am clicking on big sum solve challenge. So you can see that if I click on solve challenge button, big sum problems detail is displayed. Here is all the detail: input format, output format, and sample input and output. Here is the editor where you can code and submit your code, and that will be displayed when you submit the code. So this is dynamic. If you click on any problem, that problem will be displayed and you have to provide solution. When you submit, we will calculate your code and find out that your code is correct or not. So this was the work that I complete in sprint 3. Thanks.